Welcome to my naked eyes. So the first thing we're going to start off with is eyebrows, but you can barely see because I have bangs. But I did them this morning, so they're cleanly done or whatever. But honestly, for the brows, just do whatever the fuck you want, however you want to do your brows. Like, everyone does their brows differently, everyone likes their brows differently, so do it however you want. For me, I'm going to do it pretty natural. Like when I first did this look, I didn't even do eyebrows because I wanted the eyes to really stand out. But I'm going to do a little bit of a fill-in at the tail with some powder. And just as a tip, you guys can also... Alright, so after I fill in my brows, I'm going to clean them up a little bit with some concealer. I don't go too ham for this part. I used to go really ham when I concealed my brows. I used to use like 3 shades lighter and like go all the way and like... I just like to go with a cleaner brush. Well, cleaner, yeah, but a clean brush. And just dust off. And like when I get to the unibrow area, I like to just do a straight line from the 2 starts of the brows. I don't know, but that's what I do. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all saw. And I'm gonna clean up the top of the brow too. But oh, clumsy. All right, I'm gonna like zoom in a little bit so you guys can see how I'm doing the other side. So now I'm gonna get started on the actual eyeshadow application portion of the whole thing. So first thing you want to do is just get like any kind of... It's not gonna focus unless I focus it. So boom, yeah, some kind of like blending brush of sorts. Whatever you usually use on your crease is good for this step. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start with some bronzer. So that's pretty much what it looks like so far compared to without it. Just a little warm in the crease. And basically like the purpose of adding this color is so that all the colors that we put on top will blend in seamlessly. That's why it's called like a transition shade. And I like to also not be in focus, yes. I also like to fan it out a little bit towards the tail of my brow just because I think that's really flattering for my eye shape. And I think that's really essential because at the end of this whole eyeshadow look, we're gonna clean up the bottom so it's a straight line. So adding a little bit of extra shadow there is actually really helpful and recommended. I don't know why I go into like a singy high pitch thing at the end of all my sentences. It doesn't make sense. But yeah. So we got the transition shade. So now we're gonna build up some more depth and we're gonna go in with a contouring shade. So again, whatever you contour with, a dark brown shadow, like not too dark, like a mid-tone, depending on your skin tone. Everything's relative. So a contour shade that is darker than what you just put down to give depth. I focus the color a little bit more. Here, let me see if I can show you guys better. Oh, this is so much better. Yeah, I focus the color more. Oh my god, it's so hard to film. Ah, beginning YouTube problems. Okay. Oh, all right. Angles. All right. So yeah, I like to stick this color into more of the crease rather than going up. Like I focus it more here to give it more depth. You know, you'll see. Okay. Now that I put the contour shade in there, I'm going to go in with a blush shade. So that's pretty much what I use for my crease is blush. I'm going to use like a dark purple, kind of like dark purple, like wine color. I'm going to use the same brush. I pretty much use the same brush. I'm like very, I don't know, what's the phrase? I don't know. I don't like to use a lot of things, so I'm just using the same brush. And you want to put this really in the crease. You don't want to go too far out. You want to keep the warmth there. But go with the flow. If it happens, it happens. Who cares? But you generally want to keep the blush color like right up in here in this crease area, just so that there's just some contrast, so that it's not over words, just so it's not like overpowering. Yes, that's the word, overpowering the work we already put on and everything. Whatever, I don't know, words, they're hard. But yeah, is this in focus? Alright, so here's how it's looking so far. I'm gonna go ahead and add more blush so it can be more intense, but if you like something more subtle, you can stop here. But basically, this is around what you want. Kind of, sort of. Everyone's eye shape is different, so if yours looks a little different, it's okay, sis. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone's body and everyone's face is so different. So I feel like, personally, whenever I watch tutorials and shit, like, I just don't really watch tutorials often, in my opinion. Like, I watch them for inspiration and also for, like, entertainment, but I don't necessarily watch it to see exactly how the person just does it to replicate it. I more so watch in order to, like, just pick up tips and tricks, you know, get inspiration, things of the sorts. I feel like sometimes people, like, watch tutorials and they will, like, try to follow it step by step and do everything that the other person does, but it's like, little do you know, sis, everyone's eye shape is different, everyone's skin type is different, like, just everything is so freaking different. There's so many things to list that are different. So it's like, you just gotta take what you see, take what you like, and adapt it to you. So, like, same thing goes for what I'm doing now. So, like, whatever you see that I'm doing that you like, incorporate it, use it. But, like, if you know that your eye shape doesn't look good when you do something, then don't do it. You dig? Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Alright, so this is how it looks right now. I'm pretty happy with how much color is there. So I'm going to move on to the next step. I'm going to be cutting the crease. I'm going to be using a cream highlighter to cut my crease, and then I'm going to layer some shadows on top. And this is the tricky part. I have like a really weird, interesting crease. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone has like a really different crease. I don't know. Some people have like really perfect creases for makeup, and I get so jealous. I'm like, I wish I had your eyelid space. Like, it's a weird wish, but sometimes like we have weird eyelid shapes that make it hard to do certain makeup looks. And the best tip I can like say for doing the crease is just to start really close to the lash line, build up slowly, and kind of just look at yourself every now and again to see how you like it, and go forward from there, I guess. So let's do it. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes, add mascara, and all that jazz. And when I curl my lashes, I like to curl them at the base and then like sort of like in the middle of my lashes and then at the tip of my lashes. So I just kind of curl them all the way through instead of just crimping them once. And I like to curl my lashes before I add eyeliner because I feel like when I do that, for some reason my eyeliner just turns out better. Farther out. I'm afraid. So there's how the eyeliner looks like. So that's the eyeliner. I did it pretty high up today, but I'm kind of digging it, so it's all good. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is the eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my normal face routine, and put on some lipstick, you know, things like that, and I'll come back and show you guys the full look. Let me know if you guys would want me to like do a foundation routine or like a contour routine or like something like that, because everyone does it differently, and I think it's cool to watch people do their foundation because everyone does have a different skin type and has different skin issues, so I always find it cool to see what other people do. So let me know if you guys want to see a skin routine. I'm just gonna do my foundation and I will be back. Yeah, I don't really know what to say for this outro thing. I didn't really plan all that out, but goodbye. I will see you another time, and keep being great. Okay, bye. Mr. Fuck all day, trap all day and night, don't leave the house unless you got some change. Expand my conscious, trying to walk on wood to feel the earth on me. You hating, I'll be somewhere slaying bitches by their face on me. Hit the big old beat with the 8 on me, not